can go really hot, you can go medium hot, or you can go not so hot, although this is kind of what we call white boy hot. It's not that good. This is a jalapeno. They're kind of hot, but they're not really hot. I'm going to take serrano chilies and these red Thai chilies because I like the way their flavors are. I'm going to chop them up roughly. I'm going to give them size such that when they bite them, you can feel it. But that also helps people who don't like it, because then it means if you don't want to bite it, you can just pick it out because you can see it. So I've got that. I've got some garlic. Oh yes, see when Emerald says garlic, everyone goes, ooh. My guys are way too sophisticated for that, so don't worry, you don't have to jump up and down. Yes. We've got, I'm going to put about 5 cloves of garlic in here. And now the key is, there we go, thank you. I knew we could count on that. How about 40 cloves of garlic? He's got something, that guy, I'm telling you. So now, in a real kitchen world, particularly in a professional kitchen, but also in the home kitchen, you need to be very aware of all the senses that you can possibly do. I can hear that cauliflower is making noise, so I kind of know that it's starting to heat up and pay attention. But I don't have to attend to it until I'm ready to do it. Now, what I want to do is get everything ready so that when I throw in my oil and the pan is relatively hot, this is where it will jump a little bit. Watch out. I'm going to start the garlic and the chilies, but you don't want to burn the garlic. Really toasted dark brown garlic doesn't taste good. It actually gets acrid and a little bit bitter. So you want to make sure that you're ready to go into the pan with your stuff. And in fact, that's just about right. It's bubbling, it's percolating, it's not doing anything that it shouldn't do. It's doing everything that it should do.
This is just regular olive oil?
This is extra virgin olive oil, and this one is from Spain. Find one that you like the taste. I love Spanish olive oil, I love French olive oil, I love Moroccan olive oil, and I really love Italian olive oil. Most importantly, it should taste a little peppery and be a little more viscous. But you should have 2 kinds. This is a good one. This probably costs $16, $17. You should probably have a $10 one too. This one I could use for finishing dishes, but it's really good to have 2 kinds if you can. Now I'm taking fresh ricotta. If you're familiar with ricotta is the past participle of the verb ricuocere, which means to recook. Ricotta means recooked. When you make cheese, you take the milk, you separate the curds from the whey. You take that whey that's left over and you add more lemon to it or more acidity to it and you cook it again, and that's what gives you ricotta. You can make it at home. It's in my book, Molto Gusto. It's very simple. It's very delicious. Now I sense that my garlic is starting to get relatively excited. I'm going to season the garlic just a tiny little bit, and then I'm going to take the cavolo and just throw it in. Again, you could do this with just about any green. You could even go with spinach. The trick is once you've got it in there and it's sitting on top of the garlic and chilies, you want to make sure that you move them through it off the bottom of the pan, because sitting on the bottom of the pan with a bunch of stuff on top of it won't stop it from burning, and you do not want it to burn. I'm just going to add a little, this is Trapani sea salt from Sicily. That's one of my favorites. It's not as coarse as the one that's in the cauliflower. It's getting hot up here too, guys. I can feel it up here. So I want to move that around, and then I want to make my sauce. To take the sauce, you take a little ricotta. That's about a cup. You take about a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. You take a little bit of water, and you thin it out. Effectively, what we're doing is making kind of a wet, creamy, almost like a vinaigrette, using the ricotta as the sauce. Then I'm going to take a little bit of pecorino and parmigiano. Oh, is that in the way? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was being heckled and I was trying to figure out a snazzy way to deal with it. You the man. Thank you. That's why he gets the big bucks. That's why he's everybody's favorite in this whole town. Isn't that right? And I'm going to add a little more extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to add a little bit more water, because effectively, I don't want it as thick as a thin soup. I want it more like kind of a slightly more viscous than a vinaigrette. And it's a little salt. Creamy, light, little cheesy, not too cheesy, kind of interesting, really delicious. Or, thank you very much.
Nice, very smooth.
So that's your sauce. And this could work for anything. Like if you did this with sweet potatoes, it would work great. Just learn to saute your vegetables with a little bit of chilies and garlic, add a little bit of salt, and you're in business. Then you put that as the sauce on the plate. And it just sits there as this kind of creamy little lactic dream, waiting for something interesting to happen. Now my cauliflower has suddenly gone quiet, so that means I need to address it. Oh yeah, take a look at that. Get it there? Now that's what I'm talking about. Now watch, hold on, I'm going to grab the tong, or spoon, and I'm going to turn it. And the ones that have been on the very bottom have got the lower heat, and the ones that are on the top are getting kind of the air heat. Like that little caramelized piece right there. That's what I want. I want it that deep, dark, golden brown. I'm not afraid